Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to some more VGC. So I'm recording this one straight after the last episode. I managed to find my charge cable, so thankfully we shouldn't run out of controller now. And for some reason, I could not think of the Pokemon in DD in the last one. That's why it sounds like I literally had a stroke at the start of the video. Okay, so Togedemaru plus Talonflame, Sylveon plus Lapras, and Chandelure plus Hydreigon. All in all, Primarina does very, very well here. Kind of covers for just about everything except the Sylveon. And Colossal helps with pretty much everything that isn't. Let's try the Go Fast mode with Amoonguss. Although Fake Out with Togedemaru into Primarina, then Rain into Colossal puts us in a very bad position. Very, very bad. Just wonder if they actually lead that. I feel like Togedemaru is definitely coming out as a lead. Alright, how about this? Dusclops, Amoonguss, Cole, Grim. I think that's pretty good. Alright. So we're not going to time out this time, we're actually going to lock in our lead, which is good. Yeah, so a bit of a rough start to the new team. I mean, going 1 and 2, but hey, I was just happy to get that win at the end, and the Rage Quit just made it all the more sweeter. So thankfully, yeah. Thankfully it's got one. So there's the Togedemaru lead, not a huge surprise. I actually should have let Goth tell now that I think about it, but that's okay. Focus Sash and Sharp Beak on Talonflame. So it's almost certainly Fake Out into the Amoonguss plus Taunt into Dusclops, right? Like almost certainly that. So we could Nightshade Talonflame. Yeah. Okay, wait. Okay, I think I locked in on time. Wait, okay, apparently not. Thought I switched. There's the Taunt. Okay, who's this going into though? Okay. Breaks the sash on that, which is good. Okay. I'm just gonna keep nightshading it. Let's see why not. Amoonguss, what do you want to do here, bud? Do we think Talonflame taunts it as well? We could just go for a Spore. If it spends another turn taunting, that's fine. Chandelure comes out, okay. Nuzzle into Dusclops, okay. Covering for a potential switch, I guess. And it's Safety Goggle Chandelure. Great. Alright, I'm actually going to attempt to Bulldoze. And just Rage Powder with Amoonguss. I mean, Chandelure will ignore it though, which is the problem. Do I Spore Togedemaru? Kinda seems like pointless, right? Just Rage Powder to ensure that Togedemaru doesn't try and like Iron Head the Dusclops, and just hope that Bulldoze goes off, I guess. Yeah, there's the Iron Head. Did a lot. It's just Heat Wave, so hopefully Dusclops doesn't get paralyzed. Okay, get the Bulldoze off. Sweet. Knocks out Togedemaru. lowers the Chandelier's speed. So if you can't set up Trick Room, you may as well just do this. I'm gonna go into Primarina. His Chandelure is potentially slower than us now. This Lapras, okay. I wonder if it's weakness policy. Probably is, right? They're like all weakness policy. Gonna Pain Split Lapras and Hyper Voice with Prim. I assume the Lapras Dynamax is here. You surely have to target down the Dusclops to stop Trick Room going up. Shandy switches out, not a huge surprise. In comes Talonflame. Our opponent does Dynamax, yep. Okay, G-Max Lapras. I would assume it's max resonance into the Dusclops. Will unfortunately move before our Primarina. Ooh, nope, it's mid speed. Water Absorb, doesn't matter. Okay, Talonflame goes down. Okay, Resonance. Does Dusclops live this? Okay, I need you to not get paralyzed, Dusclops. Please. Yes. Alright. Dusclops is a very gross Pokemon. Okay, so Shandy comes back in. So my goal at the moment is to kind of stall out do I want to set up Trick Room here? If it's slower than... Probably not, because if it's slower than Primarina, it means it's slower than Colossal, because Colossal's only one point slower than Prim. So what I probably actually want to do here... I could Bulldoze. But... I'm going to Nightshade and Aqua Jet the... That did nothing. I really want to Hyper Voice. Just kind of keep the Lapras as low as possible, I guess, was the idea. Lightning into Prim. We should live this, I think. Yeah. We will eventually get paralyzed with Dusclops, unfortunately. But what can you do? Yeah. There it is. Kind of called that one, didn't I? Okay. Definitely want to Bulldoze. And I still don't want to Energy Ball this Lapras. I also don't want to give it its HP back if I can help it. Yeah, I really don't want to do that. It's not. This isn't going to do a lot to the Chandelure either, but Chandelure probably protects here, to be honest. Nope. Goes for Shadow Ball. Holy crap, that did a lot. Okay. Lightning into Prim. Okay. And we get paralyzed again. Come on, dude. Okay, Colossal comes in. At least Lapras is out of Dynamax now. Probably have 2 more turns of Aurora Veil. Yep. Unless the Lapras is okay. How do I think this turn goes, is the question. Could max flare the Lapras and bulldoze. Actually, should I bulldoze? I don't know. Problem is if the Lapras protects at any point, the bulldoze is a bad play. So maybe I shouldn't have bulldozed actually. I should have just gone for Nightshades. These will be the turns where I actually don't get paralyzed and it, you know, unless he Shadow Balls the Dusclops. Which they do, okay. Okay. If we... okay. So I really wish I'd Volcalith there, because I guess that has to be a speed tie then. Or do they outspeed Primarina at some point? I don't know. Yeah, I should have Volcalith. That's so annoying. So very annoying. So I have two things I can do here. I can Volcalith the Chandelure so I don't copy Shadow Ball and like almost certainly die. And hope to avoid a Hydro Pump. Is that my best play, I think? The Shadow Ball almost certainly KOs. So now I have to hope I get some hacks on my side. Because yeah, if we'd gotten one of those Bulldozers off, we were fine. Man, that's frustrating. That's so very frustrating. And they hit the Hydro. Come on, dude. Alright, well, I'll cut till I find the next battle and I'll try and stop being salty. Alright, so we have found our next opponent against Liam, running Jolteon team with a Weezing again. Good old Weezing, huh? Okay. Tempted to lead Gothitelle, Hat. I feel like that matches up relatively well. I think we bring Cole plus Amoonguss in the back. I think that's... yeah, that should be good. So one thing I found with this team, like, is it can be super awkward because you don't have Indeedee anymore. Setting up like, you know, trying to set up Psychic Terrain plus Trick Room plus like not take hits. It's a lot. And it's part of why, you know, the Indeedee Hatterene combo was so powerful. It's because you kind of just had so much support in Indeedee for Hat. But that's okay. We're gonna try and make it work. As we get Weezing and Jolteon. Okay. Neutralizing Gas obviously stops us from locking them in with Hatterene, but that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna Mindstorm the Weezing. And just attempt to set up Trick Room. It'll Mindstorm overwrites Electric Terrain if they elect to stay in with Jolteon. I think Weezing here potentially taunts the Gothitelle. Obviously proccing the Mental Herb. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, a Max Lightning from a Jolteon's gonna hurt, but I think we should be okay. Yep, so they're gonna Dynamax. I assume it's Jolteon. Yeah. I could also go for a Max Phantasm 2 into the Goth. That's an option too. So they could potentially be doubling up into the Goth. Say like with a Sludge Bomb and a Max Phantasm. But hey, we've committed to our play now, so just see how it pans out, I guess. We get our big hat out. Phantasm, okay. Into hat. That does a lot. Way more than I want it to. Okay, Life Orb. Sludge Bomb. Just doubled hat. No poison, please. Okay. Cool, so Mindstorm gets set up now, and Trick Room goes up. So it's probably a Moongus in the back, in which, because we're not IV'd properly on Hatterene, we actually get outsped by Moongus, unfortunately. But we do have a tricky little ally switch up our sleeves. Although in saying that, Expanding Force from Gothitelle is going to do big damage. It's actually Lapras coming out, okay. That's interesting. Because now I can Expanding Force, and... yeah, what do we have in the back? What do we have for a well-played Jolteon? Kinda need to get rid of this Lapras. Lapras could have Ice Shot, actually. Oh, we are under Psychic Terrain. Okay. Okay. Expanding Force, maybe? Does it still hit the Lapras? Yes, okay. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Okay. And we still get one more move out of Hatterene unless they have Redirection in the back. It's Como, okay. Alright, so here's what we do. We... Expanding Force. Obviously. And... actually, I think we're fine. But... do I smite the... Como? How do I lose this? I think Como is more of a threat. But... Como surely can't 4v1. So I think we smite Jolteon here to give ourselves the best chance. Jolteon could also go for Double Protect. Or he could forfeit. Cool. Alright, so Hatterene Gothitelle started out real dicey. They made the solid choice of obviously doubling Hatterene to start with because that was the biggest threat. But, you know, once Trick Room went up, Hat went to work. And they didn't bring Amoonguss, which was an interesting choice, I would have thought. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, let's just have a look, actually. I just want to see, not with Jolteon. Could cut Muscle Band. Okay. It was Adamant. And actually, I just want to check the Amoonguss to see if it was actually a threat. No. Okay, it wasn't minus speed. So that's fine. Alright, let's continue on and grab one more. But yeah, pretty happy obviously with how the team worked out there. It's not really a lead I use often, like the double psychic lead, but maybe it's something I should look into a bit more. Okay, we've got a really interesting team, and the last time I said that I got put down by an Orbital, so I've got a Beware, got a Urshifu, Butterfree, which is always lovely to see. That's sarcasm, by the way. a Pelipper, which is really weird, Noivern, and Silvally. So a lot of people are running like Choice Scarf Silvally with Explosion, that kind of thing. You know, fun stuff. Okay, how do I actually want to match up against this? I feel like Gothitelle can be very useful. I'm tempted just to lead Gothitelle Hat. Because I feel like if Trick Room goes up, we're in a really good spot. Amoonguss looks terrible here, like it really does. Like with Butterfree, Pelipper, and Noivern. Tempted to bring Dusclops as a switch in for the potential Explosion, and an extra Trick Room setter. Colossal could do work, but I think Prim's much more likely to do work here. So we've got double Psychic, double Fairy. If the Urshifu is the water one, we're in a much better spot. If it's the dark one, as we saw in the last episode, yeah, it's a 50-50. Alright, what does our opponent lead here though? So it's Noivern and Beware. Okay. Alright. So we can attempt to set up Trick Room here. The question is if anything has, say, Iron Head, or like say if Beware has Iron Head or Noivern. I don't think Noivern gets Flash Cannon. Maybe Steel Wing. Just whether I want to immediately Dynamax is the question, or just go for Protect. Alright, let's do this. Okay, they're Dynamaxing, I assume Noivern. Oh, it's Beware Dynamaxing, okay. Yeah, I really should have protected or switched out Hatterene there. This could cost me pretty badly. If it's Taunt on the Noivern, I'll be much happy to see it. As long as Hatterene lives a Steel Spike from a Beware. But I feel like we don't. I mean, Hatterene's not the most frail Pokemon in the world, but you know, Steel Spike hurts. Okay, let's see where our opponent wants to go for here. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Good, now we just have to live the Steel Spike. Phantasm into Hat. Oh, that's the 44 defense EVs coming in clutch right there. Alright, Mindstorm into Beware. Is it weakness policy? Could be, I guess. No weakness policy? Alright. And we get Trick Room up. Cool. If it's that item that like lowers its speed in Trick Room, I'll be like very upset. Alright, cool. So now we're expanding Force and Smite. I'm gonna Smite the... Expanding Force should KO Beware, right? Surely. In Psychic Terrain. Yeah. Oh, actually, Gothitelle might not be slower than Beware. I just realized. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gothitelle. Buddy. Min speed, 0 IV, Gothitelle. Come on, man. Come on, Goth. Yes. Now KO the Beware. That's my girl right there. That's my girl. Alright. So far, so good. We got Trick Room. We got Hat in Trick Room. We got Psychic Terrain up. Things are looking A-okay. Is it Urshifu? I think that's the water one. Yeah, it's Palator. Okay. Alright, so now we expanding force and just Mindstorm, I think. He can't Aqua Jet me either, I just realized. Or just remembered. I Mindstormed, right? I really gotta pay more attention when I push buttons. I'm pretty sure I Mindstormed. I assume it's just Detect coming out from Urshifu. Nope. And there's no Sash on it either. Actually, I should have assumed, since it can't be Sash, it was either going to be AV or Choice Locked in some way. I guess it could be Live Orb as well, but... let's see how much this does. Okay, and that's another Rage Quit. As Hatterene lives, do we... nope. Alright, well... so that's 3 battles down. We end the episode on another Rage Quit. I really should have been using Hatterene plus Gothtel a lot more because clearly it's the MVP of this team. But that is going to do us off this episode, guys. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, and if you're enjoying the VGC content, definitely subscribe, as I really do enjoy making it. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day.